Hello and welcome to Pearls of Paradise. My name is Courtney and I'm coming to you from Parma, Ohio, where I live with my husband Mason and all of our yarn. Today is Friday, November 22nd, and I'm really glad that you're joining me. If you are new here, a huge welcome, and if you are returning, a big welcome back. I am podcasting from right inside my front door today because this is where I had light and it is really throwing me off. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I probably am going to be all over the place. I might miss some things. If I miss a detail and you're interested, just let me know down below and I will do my best to fill you in. All the usual things, Instagram, Ravelry, all of that is linked down below. My husband's Instagram is linked down below. Sometimes he joins me on here, sometimes he doesn't. He crochets, I knit. He's at work today, so he's not here. And yeah, I think that's all the intro stuff, is it? YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate all of that. I so appreciate that you have taken time out of your busy schedule, especially this time of year, to sit down and chat knitting with me. Another apology for any kind of background noise today. I do live in a duplex, so my neighbors who also are family members may be in and out. Delivery people might come to the door. You might hear traffic going by outside. I don't know. So we'll just roll with it. We're going to just see how this goes. Okay, let's just jump right into admin. Our Giant Mini Mal is still going on through the end of the year, the Giant Mini Mal 2024. So if you are making things with mini skeins, if you've made mini skein projects this year or used scraps or leftovers, definitely see if those projects qualify to be entered and get those entered in before December 31st. I know many of us have Christmas advents or holiday countdown calendars that we're looking forward to opening. And if you are planning to knit those during the Advent, Christmas, or holiday season, let me know. Let me know what Advent pattern you are planning to knit or crochet or spin. I know some people have spinning advents. I think that's really cool. I will pop the name of the pattern I'm planning to knit up here. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I am super excited. I do have my stash vent here. It has arrived. I am going to show you that as a little teaser for Vlogmas, which is the second thing I want to talk about. In admin, we are doing Vlogmas again this year. My husband and I did it together last year and had a blast. We haven't really planned much for Vlogmas yet, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and I really hope that if that's your thing, that you'll join us. If you've never watched a Vlogmas, I hope that you'll maybe give it a try. There are so many good ones out there. I enjoy watching them, and I had even more fun making ours last year. And in case back to the Giant Mini Mal, in case you didn't watch my previous episode, we will be starting that over for 2025. Same rules, but I'll open up on January 1st. There will be a new Ravelry finished objects thread, a new chatter thread, and yeah, so if you're looking ahead to projects in the new year, we are going to be continuing and doing that make along again. Yeah, but if you all want to hop in the chatter thread over there and post some Advent mini skein project ideas, that would be amazing. Or leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking of making out of those mini skeins. If you need some ideas, my goodness. Ambah of the A Lovely Yarn podcast. Now we have sirens. I don't know if you can hear those. Okay. Ambah of the A Lovely Yarn podcast over on YouTube. I will link her channel down below. She just did her Scrappy project episode for this year, which had some amazing patterns that would be great for those mini skein countdowns. And she has done that. I think this is her third year doing one of those episodes. So you might go check out her channel. She has between the 3 episodes, I think there's over 100 ideas, which is amazing. So definitely check those out if you're still looking for some ideas, or check out the Ravelry finished object and chatter thread of the giant mini mal, and you might get some ideas there too. Okay. Whew, that was a lot. Let's move on to what I am wearing. So today I am wearing the Sockhead Slouch hat by McClure. I know that the yarn is from Tina's Twisted Fibers on her BFL fingering base, but I can't recall the colorway. I did knit on this during Vlogmas last year and finish it during Vlogmas, so you might check over there, and I'll link, you know, things will be linked down below as normal. And then this is the Sock Set Shawl by Cozy Up Knits. I don't remember the dyer of the multicolored skein. I think the green is Malabrigo, and I don't know about the orange either. I knit this so long ago. This was one of the first shawls I ever knit, I think. And I wear this a lot during the fall season. I love this one. And that's another great if you're getting like a Christmas sock set or something along those lines instead of mini skeins. You could always do something like this. It's a great pattern. I have no finished objects of my own today, but I am going to show you Mason finished this guy. I am so proud of him. So he took a pattern. He has not been crocheting very long at all. He started late summer, I think, and he has made a bunch of things. And look at this little guy. So he took a pattern that he showed the last time, or maybe 2 times ago, whenever he was last on with me. He made a little ghost, and he took that pattern and modified it to make this little guy. And he is a mage from a Legend of Zelda game. I don't really know. He could tell you about it. I can't. But look at him. He is so cute. I am really, really proud of him. I don't know any of the details about this project other than the yarn is whatever Joanne's, I think it's the Big Twist, their Posh base, maybe? Something like that. And this is, I don't know, some kind of blueberry something. And I think the black is like black sesame seed, and I'm pretty sure this is croissant or something. I don't know. They're all like baked goods. I'm not really sure, but he is so cute, and I am so proud of him for figuring out like how to do this. He has not, I mean, he's not been crocheting long at all. But he's already modifying patterns, and yeah, he came out really cute. I've been carrying this guy everywhere with me. He's just my little buddy. So that is Mage, and he's joining our friends. Buddy, I don't know if you're gonna stand back up though, because he doesn't stand super well all of the time. Let's see. Sometimes if I mush him, you good? Okay. He'll probably fall over, but he's gonna be back there. And that's the only finished object we have. I don't have anything finished today, so we'll just get into WIPs. I have not cast on anything new yet. New cast-ons are coming, which I'll talk about towards the end in stash editions and future plans and all of that. Whoop. These guys keep wanting to escape. But I just wanted to give you a little update on my Hexie Puff blanket, which is the Beekeeper's quilt by Tiny Owl Knits. And I'll try to put everything on the screen here. And you just knit these little Hexie Puffs. So this has been, for the most part, my 30 minutes of knitting in the morning. On the days that I work, I wake up and knit for 30 minutes while I drink my coffee in bed. And the colorway for this one, well, it's Fangirl Fibers. What is it? Her Pokemon countdowns from 2022 and 2023. They're just 31 days of July countdown. Gotta catch them all, I think. and this one is Porygon. So I just brought 2 down to show you. I've knit 5 so far in this colorway. I think I'm on the 6th one. They remind me of Superman ice cream. So like I said, I'm only going to show this when I switch to a new color. And right now, I have moved something else into that 30-minute slot because it's another object I would prefer to get done as soon as possible. And I think this, truth be told, this is going to be a multiple year project. I really thought I could do this in a year when I initially started it, and I just don't think that's going to happen unless I only work on this. So, and I don't want to do that. That would be very boring for you and for me. So it'll get done when it gets done, and that's fine. But those are my Hexie Puffs, and they're knit on a size US 4 needle, DPNs, which is kind of interesting. I don't normally like DPNs, but this is getting me used to them, which I think is kind of nice. I've gotten a lot faster. So those are my Hexies, and I'm just going to set them down, and we'll move to the next WIP, which is living in this Great Women of Science tote bag. I did swap out all of my Halloween project bags for either generic ones or ones that were Christmas light. So, and everything's gonna get swapped to Christmas here next week. So there we go. Living in my Great Women of Science bag is my Hello Again by Amy Gunderson. And this is knit out of last year's Fangirl Fibers Christmas Countdown, which is Toy Story themed. And look at this. I love this. I am absolutely having so much fun knitting this. I know that this is not everybody's cup of tea, but it's definitely mine. And I absolutely love it. Look how bright and colorful and wild and crazy it is. I just adore it. So you knit it strip by strip, and it's a vest. You knit it like around, kind of. It's hard to explain, but I love the construction of this. It is super fun. It's very potato chippy because you can't wait to get to the next color. I am picking my colors completely randomly. The only stipulation I have is that the exact same color can't go next to itself. It can be next to extremely similar colors. Like up here, I have 2 colorways here that are very similar, but they are not the same colorway. It's easier to tell with the naked eye that they're not the same, but not, you know, not super evident though. But that's the only rule. Otherwise, I'm picking them totally randomly, and I am having a blast. So I got from Buzz Lightyear down here and did this entire strip all the way up to here, and then these squares up to here. And I am having the most fun time. I kind of don't want to finish this one before the end of the year. I think it would make a really fun January project. But I also would like to have all of these minis used by the end of the year. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. And I think I will have an absolute blast knitting this during the dull gray days of January. So that's my Hello Again progress. And I am so enjoying that. That is being knit on ChowGoo red lace needles in size US 2. So it is a very fine gauge. This is fingering weight. All of the things that I make will be fingering weight today, I believe, except for one exception, which I'll talk about. But if I'm knitting, you can almost assume that it's fingering weight. I really, really like fingering weight yarn. Yeah, it's my fave. So there we go. So there's that. These WIPs might not be very exciting if you've been around because they're all the same. And it can get a little discouraging because I don't feel like I'm making a ton of progress on them, which I have changed up when I'm doing a little bit. And I say I haven't made a lot of progress. And I feel like I make more, like I've made more progress when I show you, but I just haven't been knitting that much, to be honest. I just haven't felt like it. And by that much, I mean, I haven't been knitting as much as I normally do. Not, I don't know. Just not as much as I normally do. I've had some other things going on and I just haven't felt that motivated to knit. So, but I did finish one sock, just one. It's a half object, but I did finish my first forget-me-not sock and I did block it. So the lace opened up. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if the camera really is going to pick that up, but the lace is stunning. It's much more evident in person, this lace detail, than it is on the camera. Let me see if that, oh, there you go. Now you can see that. But the lace detail is just gorgeous. Oh, there we go. You can see it now. So I got from here down through the toe. I wove in all my ends. I blocked this one. This one is ready to wear. I did try it on. It goes on much better than it did before it was blocked. Still a little bit tight. But I have a very high instep. So most socks end up being kind of tight, but I love it. So there is sock one. And then I did cast on and finish the cuff on the second sock. And hopefully that'll be finished by the end of the year. I would really like to have this pair done. And these are the forget-me-not socks. I can't remember the name of the designer. That's already been on the screen. You guys have seen it. I don't remember the designer's name. The yarn is Hinkston Handmade, and all of the details are linked down below. I don't recall the name of the base, whatever their sock base is, but the colorway is Toasted Marshmallow. And it is really, really, really pretty. So that's my forget-me-not socks. Would really like to have these done though, and off of my needles. I think some of why I haven't been super motivated, at least in November, is most of my projects, not the vest obviously, and not that blanket, but most of my projects are very fall themed projects. And yes, it's still fall, but I'm kind of ready to head into the Christmas season a little bit. And I love fall and I love fall colors, but I only really love them during like peak fall. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I realized I think I lost my knitting motivation on a lot of these around the time that all the leaves kind of fell off the trees. And now I'm a little less motivated. But yeah, because if you look, there's like a lot of fall colors in there, a lot of oranges and reds and stuff. So maybe that's why I've not been as motivated. That very well could be. And it's living in my I'm a Nightmare Before Coffee bag. So a little nod to the upcoming Christmas season, a little nod to Halloween having left us behind. We're kind of in that in-between. So Jack Skellington works perfectly. And this is a Fates thread bag. They did close their business last month, so you can't get it anymore, but I love their bags. And that's what's in this one. In my Bambi and Thumper bag, I have my next sock, although one of them is now on a blocker. Isn't it pretty? So this is the, this is just a vanilla sock. And I've nicknamed these my Hocus Pocus socks because I see the Sanderson sisters in the yarn. This yarn is the same base as my hat, Tina's Twisted Fibers BFL fingering weight base. And this colorway is Backwoods. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. I have struggled to show this off. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. I absolutely love how this has turned out. And then the heel toe and cuff are from Dye Mad Yarns on their Chester sock base in the colorway Gates of Hell. And I was at this Progress Keeper, which is a cute little, let me see if I can show you. It's so cute. It's this cute little, there we go, cute little pumpkin house cottage thing. It's so adorable. From Simply Serving. And I knit through the heel and the whole foot and the toe. But wait, there's more. We had our annual staff development day at work. We go to a place and there are speakers and stuff, and it's like one of those development-y day kind of things, training day. And I knit that day all of this. Well, not all of this actually, but most of this. So I got the cuff, and I am a good solid bit of the way through the leg. Actually, almost done with the leg. So this is what I have moved into my 30 minutes of knitting slot in the mornings for right now. I would really, really like to get this off of my needles. I've taken stock of my WIPs to figure out what is achievable to finish by the end of the year. Am will still allow me to cast on some new things and knit an Advent project and that kind of thing. And these socks, like, this is totally achievable. I only have like half a sock left to knit. Really? Not terribly much of a sock left. So I can definitely finish that up by the end of the year. I would just love to have this off my needles, maybe even by my next podcast, although I don't know when that's going to be, so I don't know why I'm saying that, which I should have talked about in admin. I have no idea if or when I'm podcasting during Vlogmas. I'm going to try and squeeze at least one in, but no promises there. We'll see. There we go. So I am really, really enjoying it. The Forget-Me-Not socks, I was knitting on a US 1, and I have done US 1s on most of the socks I have knit this year. And I like the look of a US 1 sock for me, for my gauge. I think it looks really nice, that tighter gauge. The fit for me is just a little too tight, and I don't want to change my stitch count. I thought about doing that, but I really don't want to do that. The 1.5 seems to work fine, and knitting on a 1 and really focusing the first half of my year on sock knitting has allowed me to achieve a better, tighter gauge on the 1.5 needle. And I think it looks nicer than it did at the beginning of the year, like my gauge on there. So for now, I'm back on 1.5. So that might change at some point. I don't know, but I'm happy with the gauge I'm getting on them today, like right now, today, like these days. So yeah. Oh, I love them. I love, love, love them. But again, these are very fall colors, and I'm a little over fall right now. I'm not over fall, but I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, I am. I don't know. I'm not quite over my fall decorations, but I want to live in a world where somehow I can simultaneously have my fall stuff and my Christmas stuff up at one time, and it wouldn't overwhelm me. But I don't live in that world. That's a fantasy world. All right. Living in my bag that my friend Amy made for me. She used to sell bags. She doesn't anymore. But oh, so pretty. Is my Kari shawl by Ambah O'Brien. Oh yeah, I'm in the middle of a row. Oh well, it's fine. I can still show it. It's fine. I made a good bit of progress on this too. So I don't know what I'm saying about I didn't make a lot of progress. I didn't make as much progress as I felt I should have made. But you know what? That's okay. Oh my goodness, we are tangled. What is going on? Okay. I am loving this project. This project is so addictive. Like, one more section, one more stripe. I am absolutely in love with this. Again, this is not fall colors, so maybe that's why. And I don't again, I don't dislike fall colors. I'm just over them right now. But you knit, you like cast on here. I don't want to give too much away. And you knit outwards. So I was here and I knit out like all of this. And it is really pretty. I worked on this during my self-care day I took a couple of weeks ago, where I just took a day for me instead of podcasting. And I'm so glad I did that. I needed to re-energize. I really needed that day. So thank you guys for being so understanding. Yeah, I'm sorry that it landed like that, but I am so glad I took that day for myself. I worked on this and watched some documentaries I wanted to watch, and baked gingerbread from scratch, which I'd been wanting to do, and just, it was just a self-care day that I really needed. It was really a soul care day. And I think in 2025, I might be taking more of those. So I'm not sure what that means for podcasting schedule. My husband does like being on the podcast with me sometimes. So I'm thinking about alternating my upload days to Sunday or something. I don't know yet. Early stages of considering that, but. And I think this is, hang on, I believe do I not have? I'm not sure what I'm knitting this on. I think it's a US 5 because I would really like to change these needles out for Chow Goose. These are like Susan Bates needles and they've been fine, but as you can see, the cord is kind of obnoxious and I really will need to switch to a longer cord soon anyways. But I think it's so pretty. The yarn I am not going to try to pronounce. It'll be linked down below. I don't speak French, and this is a French yarn. Yeah, somebody put the pronunciation in the comments last time, and I should have looked before I recorded, but I didn't. So these two are from that French company, and they're super pretty. And then this is from Sweet Tea Yarns by Molly Klein Design, and the colorway of this one is Dusty Sea Glass. And I think that these three colors are just working so beautifully together. Now, I don't know if this one is really achievable by the end of the year. I'm thinking not, although it would be really cool. If I wasn't doing an Advent project, I do think I could get this done, but I am doing one, so it's not going to happen, and that's fine. I think it's so pretty, and it looks amazing in person, but it really pops on screen. I love how this looks. So I don't know if I don't even normally do a thumbnail, but oh, I love it. Okay, so that is the Karee shawl by Ambah O'Brien. And then my last WIP. This bag, I guess, is kind of Halloween, but it's not Halloween enough. It's still fall, so it's fine. It gets to live until next week. Next week, after Thanksgiving, it's going to go in something else. If it's still on my needles, which I'm kind of hoping it's not. So this is going to lead me into future plans perfectly. I love when segues are good. Okay, I am not taking all of this out of the bag because it's a hot mess. But this is my Turkey Trot from last year. So the Turkey Trot is a yarn event put on by Marley Bird every November around Thanksgiving time. This, I think, this year, it starts today. She's doing it over a longer period of time. And normally it's a mystery, but this year it's not. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But this is the 2023 one. And I have already knit this once. I was the sample knitter for her Turkey Trot last year, which was, quite frankly, like one of the most exciting, greatest honors of my knitting life. Not gonna lie. And I really enjoyed knitting the cardigan. But it is knit on a US size 10, and I had a tight deadline to knit. That one was a size 2X. and I knit it in 10 days. And I work full time and stuff. So it was a marathon of knitting. And my hands, I discovered, don't love, sorry, I'm getting fibers in my mouth. I don't love knitting on those large needles for extended periods of time. So I've had to kind of be careful with this. And by the time I finished that one, I cast this on for Turkey Trot. I didn't really pick it back up last year. And then it just didn't get a lot of love. So I picked this up maybe a month or so ago. I know I had started it by the last time I podcast. And I have gotten through the body. And this will grow, this will stretch, this will block out beautifully. But look at these pretty lace bands. I had so much fun knitting this, by the way. This has just been so much fun. And you knit the sleeves flat. And I'm doing bell sleeves. So there's a cap sleeve option and a bell sleeve option. This is now called the Shoop over on Ravelry, or the Breckenridge. I am knitting it from my tester version of the pattern because that's what I had started it with. So I'm knitting it from that, and I'm doing the bell sleeve option. I don't know that the bell sleeve option is included now in the Shoop pattern, or if it's only included in the Breckenridge. I'm actually not sure. But I am almost through the garter portion, and then the bottom of the sleeve I'll increase, and it'll be a bell sleeve with these pretty lace bands. And then I just have to pick up and knit this other sleeve. So let me see if I can back up and show you. It looks tiny, but it is not. I don't know why it looks so small on the screen. Oh my, get out of my mouth, needle. This is Caron Macchiato Cakes is the yarn, and the colorway is lovely. And I think it is lovely. This is such a, to me, a very autumnal, purpley, raspberry kind of color. Initially, when I had chosen this yarn, it reminded me of Red Velvet. I don't know why I thought that. I have no idea. I thought it was reds and browns. And then when I pulled it out to work on it, I was like, this isn't red and brown. This is like purple, straight up purple. But it is just so, so pretty. I did order buttons. I think they're going to be delivered tomorrow. I ordered those from Hall and Hoof Farm Store, and I got just really beautiful black walnut wooden buttons. So again, this is kind of hard to show, but this is where a lot of my knitting time went. So I was, let me show you my progress at this little gnome guy here. So I knit all of the lace bands, which this is very, very wide. There were, you know, there's a lot of stitches on here. And like I said, I have to take more breaks with those larger needles. And then I picked up and started the sleeve. That being said, if you've been around, you know, what I've been doing for the past couple of months, I think, is letting Random Number Generator pick my project every day. And I did that through last week, and then I stopped because I really want this done. I would love to wear this on Thanksgiving. And I only have one sleeve to finish and another sleeve to knit, and I think, and buttons to sew on. I think it's 155% doable. Have I knit a stitch today at all? No, but I need to rectify that. I really would like this done to wear on Thanksgiving. I think it would be lovely. I am in the United States, so our Thanksgiving is, this year, it's always the fourth Thursday of November is American Thanksgiving, and this year falls on November 28th. And today's the 22nd. I see no reason in the world why I couldn't have this done and wear it on Thanksgiving, which I'm hosting. So theoretically, as long as no, because it would need to dry. It really does need to block. I can't finish it Thanksgiving morning. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. So we'll see. But that is my goal, is to get this done. So Random Number Generator, I think, is going for knitting projects. It's probably going to go away until January, just because I want to finish this. I have a couple of WIPs those two socks and this are the ones I really, really feel strongly that I could get finished, along with my Azul tee. If I put one more day in on my Azul tee, like a solid day, I could get that done too by the end of the year. So I really want to finish those WIPs, and I want to work on my Advent project. And this is a great segue into future plans because, as I mentioned, the Turkey Trot 2024 starts today. I had kind of hoped that I'd have the 2023 project off of my needles by the time that this one started. Sorry if I keep looking this way. I'm looking out the door and there's like so much water blowing right now. It is very rainy and very windy. It has just been pouring pretty much the whole day. Anyways, the Turkey Trot begins today. I am not cast on yet because my husband and I are doing it together, and I probably just looked like so intense. I am so excited. I am so excited. So he is doing the crochet version. I am doing the knit version. Like I said, it's not a mystery this year. So I will be knitting the vest. And we are both using Lion Brand Ferris wheel. And this is my color that I chose. And both objects are for me, which is so exciting. So this is a worsted weight yarn. It's a single ply. I believe it's 100% acrylic. The Caron Macchiato Cakes is bulky weight. I didn't mention that. And it is, I believe, 80% acrylic and then 20% merino or wool. 20% wool. It doesn't say what kind. And my colorway is Wild Violets. So I guess I have kind of a violet-y purple theme going on here. So I will be knitting a vest, which I'm very excited about. I had wanted to knit the vest for him, but in the photos that Marley posted, it looks like the V-neck comes down kind of low, and I thought on a man it might look a little bit awkward. So I'm going to knit the vest for me and then have him try it on. We end up being the same sweater size, so which is very handy for making each other things because we pretty much are the same size. And then I'll have him try it on, and if the neckline isn't too plunging, then we'll probably order a more masculine color or a different yarn that's just a solid or something, and I will knit one for him at some point. And then he is crocheting the cardigan. And I believe the cardigan is designed by Robin Chichula. She is partnering with Marley Bird on this one. Some years I think Marley Bird does the Turkey Trot by herself. And some years I think she partners with other people like Robin Chichula or I don't know if Brianna from Brianna K Designs ever did that one, but I know she's partnered with her before on other make-alongs. And they are crocheting a cardigan. He has never made a wearable before at all. Like, not an accessory, nothing. So this is very exciting. It is for, like, adventurous beginner, I think is the skill level. And I don't know. She has great tutorials, so I think he should be good. But this is the colorway he chose for me. Actually, I had him pick this one too because I don't make decisions very well. But he chose for the cardigan Cotton Candy. So we're going to cast on tonight when he gets home from work. I'm very excited about it. I think it's just going to be so much fun. I've done it every year for 6 years. Some years I finish the project on time. Some years I don't. I think I actually might have another Turkey Trot still upstairs, like on needles that I haven't finished from like 2022 or 2021. I don't know. But it's a lot of fun, and it's about just participating in the community. So if that is something that you think sounds like your cup of tea, it is not too late to join. It runs through December 1st, I think. December 1st or December 2nd, something like that. You can check out her channel or her Instagram page for more details. Marley Bird. And yeah, I love her designs. I've been a sample and test knitter for her for a couple of years now. and I just love her. I love her designs. I love everything she does. She is amazing. So super excited about our cast on party tonight. I think we're going to pop on, well, he might need to watch a tutorial or something to cast on. I should be good to go. And I think we're going to pop on like a Christmas movie and just knit and crochet away. And it's going to be so lovely. All right. That brings me to, oh, future plans, which is also stash editions. We're still in future plans. So let me, and we're going to combine these because we just are, because they all run together. So like I said, I am knitting, it's a shawl. I just don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I'll put it up here again for my Advent project. And I did Stash Vent this year. So Amber of Ambah Marie Knits, it is Ambah Marie Knits. She invited me to join her and her group of friends, most of who I know, know through their podcast, because she saw my video where I talked about that buying an Advent was just not in the budget this year. And I was super bummed about it because I've done one, that's like my Christmas gift to myself is an Advent or two. Or sometimes they're my husband's Christmas gift for me. And it just, it's been a really hard year for us and that just wasn't going to happen. So she invited me to join and I got mine. That's also another reason I didn't knit. That was the day I didn't knit at all. I spent a lot of time putting mine together for my person. And I had to get that shipped out in early November just because my husband and I both work during post office hours. And I needed to get it to the post office when the one day I knew we would be able to. So yeah, I spent a lot of time putting that together. I really, really hope she likes it. It was a lot of fun to put together, but it was also really nerve-wracking because I don't know if she'll like it or not. Hopefully she does. And I won't say who got mine. It was like a Secret Santa kind of thing. You guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through this without crying. So I received the most incredible Stash Vent Advent I could have possibly imagined. The person who drew my name, which I didn't ask if it was okay to share their name, so I'm not going to. I cannot wait to open this. She just went above and beyond. So the first thing she sent, and this is a teaser for Vlogmas. I will be opening this during Vlogmas. This is the most gorgeous box ever. So I don't even have to put it in a special pretty box. It's already in this beautiful box and I don't think you'll be able to see, but it is glittery and I love glitter. And she included a little, just the sweetest card. I cried when I opened it, with instructions and everything. And it is, oh my gosh, it puts the one I sent out to shame. It is packaged so beautifully. It is absolutely the prettiest Advent I have ever received, the prettiest Advent I have ever opened. This is gorgeous. I cannot even imagine how much time and effort she put into this. It is absolutely stunning and I am so delighted. I am so excited. I cannot wait. So I'll be opening this, and then this is my day 25 thing, and then she sent Mason a day 25 present too, which I just thought was the kindest, sweetest thing, and I am so excited. I opened this because it came, and obviously I wasn't gonna just leave it still in the package. Oh, we're in a scam call. Go away, scam. I wasn't gonna just leave it, in the USPS box. So that's going to go under the tree when we put our tree up. I'm so excited. I'm going to put the card back in. So there's that. And then that wasn't it. That's the thing. That wasn't even it. She also sent, let me dig it out from under the WIPs here, another box. Hang on, let me flip that around. I don't really want to put my address on the internet. And these are the extras. So she put in the notes that every day, every odd number day, I can pick an extra. So I'm really, really excited about that too. I love the extras. I don't know. I really, really love, I love this. So if you're watching, thank you so, so much from the bottom of my heart. Like this, this was just amazing, and I am beyond floored and beyond grateful. I am so, so excited. So thank you so much. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. So that I'm going to open up on during Vlogmas. So if you want to know what's inside as badly as I do, tune in. And then Knit Picks was having a sale, and I let Random Number Generator choose my Winter Solstice cast on. And I really, really tried to put something together in my stash, and I couldn't. And I'm not going to talk about what the cast on is yet. I'm going to save that. But it took worsted weight yarn, and it needed like 700 and something yards. And that I don't have a lot of worsted weight, and it really needed to be a solid, not a variegated. So I ended up getting, Knit Picks was having a sale, so I think it ended up being less than $25. I got Wool of the Andes, which is a worsted weight yarn, 100% Peruvian Highland wool in the colorway Garnet Heather. And I ended up for under $25 getting all of the yarn I needed for that project. So I was pretty happy about that. And Mason doesn't have a stash, like at all, really. He's got a couple of skeins that are his. And he really likes worsted weight. I think for him with crocheting and just starting, that really works well. So since there was a sale, we combined orders, and he picked up some Knit Picks Brava Tweed, which is their 97% acrylic, 3% viscose, in a few different colors. So he got, what is this one? Wreath. I think he's hoping to do some ornaments out of these for gifts. And goldenrod. Let me see here. Mink. I'm sure he'll share during Vlogmas what he's working on. And then we've got the red is poinsettia, and the light green is wasabi. I think those are, is that all? Yeah, those are all the colors he got. So, and then as his Christmas gift, I had only bought him one thing other than this. He has been borrowing my crochet hooks. So I did get him his own set of hooks because he desperately needs his own set. So just the Knit Picks crochet hooks, which is what I have and he really enjoys using. So that was his early gift. So those are all the stash additions. Let's see. Is there anything else? Reading and watching. We haven't really watched anything. I've watched YouTube. I watched a ton of Vlogtobers. And then just like mostly my usual podcasters. I haven't even been watching that much YouTube lately. I'll be honest. Disney Dreamlight Valley has had some really solid updates. And this past Wednesday, their expansion came out. And that's what I asked for Christmas. So I got the expansion. I've been gaming a lot. I'm playing Pokemon Go. This weekend's a big Pokemon Go event. I have to work tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is a bummer. But I'm hoping to participate on Sunday. Reading, I have read quite a bit. Could I tell you what any of those books are off the top of my head? Yes, I can tell you one. actually a few. So I read The Spell Shop, and I can't recall the name of the author, but I'll put either a picture of the book or the title and stuff and author here. I loved that book. I don't normally, fantasy is not my jam. Romance is not my jam. Like, it's just not my thing. But this book was like, reading this book was like drinking hot cocoa in front of a warm fire by like twinkle lights. It was just such a cozy, lovely, wholesome, beautiful book. And I absolutely loved it. Loved it. So if you are looking for something that's not holiday, but will give you that warm and cozy feeling, even if you're not a fantasy person or a romance person, because I am neither, that was a really, really good one. I just loved it. In the car, Mason and I listened to Someone We Know by Sherry LaPina, and we really enjoyed that one. That's the complete opposite. That is a dark and twisted thriller, murdery tale. And that one was really good. We just started listening to, what's it called? It's a romance. You guys, I'm listening to, and my nightstand book are both romances. I don't know who I am. I think it's a seasonal thing. I don't really know. Well, we needed another audiobook, and I really wanted a holiday or Christmas one. This one is called So This Is Christmas, and I forget the name of the author again. I'll put that here. There are not a lot of Christmas murder books. At least not at the library where I work. That were readily available on the shelf. So this is what I went with. My husband is a lot more likely to read or listen to a romance book than I am. So he's happy. I think so far it's fine. We're only on the first disc. I am not liking the characters very much, but I think it's just because it's not my kind of book and I'm not very far in. So I'm hoping I like it better as we go along. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a chance. And then I'm reading another very cozy book. This one has been all over the internet and like all over. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll pick this up. I had multiple, like, I kept getting recommended this book. So it's called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. And this is another, like, it's a very cozy romance, very sweet, very autumnal, very seasonal. I mean, look how pretty it looks with my autumn wreath in the background. It's cute. It's really cute. I don't normally go for cute with my books, but it is really cute. It's not very, I mean, the print is huge. So it's not taking me very long to get through. I just started this a couple days ago and I only read for maybe 15-20 minutes before I go to bed. But I'm liking it so far. It's really cute. It is a series, so there's like the Cinnamon Bun bookstore or bakery or something, and I don't know. It's really cute. It's set in a little small town, and the guy is a farmer and she's a cafe owner, and it's cute, but not my normal reading. I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, but don't worry. Next up after this is done is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. So we'll be back to murder shortly. All right. I think that's all I've got to share. Life update. There's been a lot going on and also nothing going on all at the same time. Yeah, work's been pretty crazy. Work has been really, there's been a lot going on at work. I feel like that's kind of the gist of it. This is a busier time of year. Part of my job is processing passport applications, and this is a very busy time of year for that. That's really picked up. That takes a lot of mental brain power. I love it. I love doing it, but it does take a lot of mental load. Like I said, we had a staff development day, and as somebody who tends to be a little more introverted, that was a lot. Yeah, Halloween was in there. You know, we passed out candy. It's been a lot of stuff, everything and nothing. Everything and nothing is the best way to describe it. This weekend we'll be going out to dinner tomorrow night, I guess, to celebrate my brother's birthday. One of them. Everybody in my whole family except for my husband and I have birthdays between like early October and mid-December. Everybody. So it's kind of a lot. Thanksgiving, like I said, is a week from yesterday, and I'm hosting. I'm not doing most of the food I'm not doing, but I am hosting at my house. So that I've got that. I don't know. I need to get, as soon as Thanksgiving is over, I need to get this house decorated and ready for Vlogmas. I don't know. I don't know where this year has gone. Do you guys feel like that? I feel like all year long, I've been like, I don't know how it's already mid whatever or early whatever or almost the end of whatever month. Like, this year really got away from me. I don't know where it went. So that being said, my goal is to make the most of December and give you guys and me and Mason like the most amazing Vlogmas. We'll see. It probably won't be that amazing, but I'm gonna try. All right, I don't have anything else. I'm just rambling because apparently I don't remember anything that's happened in the past month. I don't know. Probably blocked it out of my brain would be my guess. Don't know. But anyways, I hope that if you're headed into Thanksgiving week next week, that you, or if you're not, or if you're headed, you know, towards the holiday season, or maybe where you are, maybe you're in the summer, maybe you're in the summer. Yeah, you might be entering into summer if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. You know, whatever you've got planned, I hope that you find some time to step away and take a deep breath and get a little bit of crafting or baking or whatever brings you joy. Or, I don't know, maybe you're an extrovert and you don't want to step away and your version of all of that is running into the people and the chaos and the excitement, and that's also amazing too. So whatever it is though, I do hope that you find time to craft or bake or knit or crochet or sing opera or ride a unicycle, whatever it is that's gonna bring you some joy. And I will be here just knitting away and finding some joy in my little corner of Parmadice. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.